What's up, comic fans? It is time for the previews of those comics coming out on Wednesday, July 7th, or for DC, that's July 6th. At some shops, not all shops. Some shops decide to let DC out of the bag on the same day as Marvel. But we're going to get into those books and the spec books right after this.
Confession!
Welcome back. Let's get into those spec books. Alright, first off, don't forget, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up. If you'd like to comment, go ahead and throw one down in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Alright, if you like the stuff, again, go ahead and throw that thumbs up. Alright, now, spec books. We got the lot from Bad Idea Comics. Number 1, Marguerite Bennett is writing this sort about a horror masterpiece film that kind of just got left in the can. And now, they're seeing why it got left in the can. Looks like a nice horror book. Renato Guedes is doing the art. Again, it's Marguerite Bennett writing it. And it just looks like a fun book. It's out of Bad Ideas. And Bad Idea books tend to pop for some reason. So I think this is a 4-issue series. If you can find it, I say grab it. It's bound to be a spec book. Alright, next up we got Skybound X number 1. And we bring that up because we have the first appearance of, wait for it, Clementine. Yes, of the Telltale video game fame. So she's on a couple of covers here, but this will be her first comic book appearance. We also have a Rick Grimes story, Rick Grimes 2000, another Walking Dead story. I think this one happens after like issue 75 or something like that of The Walking Dead. Alright, Robert Kirkman, Ryan Otley on this, Charlie Adler doing covers. It's bound to have some interesting things. It's a 5-issue series to commemorate Skybound being around for 10 years. So it looks like it could be a fun thing to get. And I believe it's weekly. So it's going to be 5 weeks, 5 issues, starting with this one. Alright? And again, first appearance of Clementine. Alright. Next up, we got Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 14. It's a War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. This is the first appearance of Deathstick. Alright, there was a cameo in number 13. This is the first appearance. Why is this a spec book? Because it's Star Wars and there's a first appearance. Alright, and that's about as easy an explanation as I can give. There are some other covers. There's the Return of the Jedi cover. And then you got the Valance cover. Alright. So that is another spec book for the week. Last but not least, we got Stray Dogs number 1, the 4th printing. The A cover has been going crazy. I've seen it as high as like $80 to $100 on the secondary market. So why not throw the 4th printing up there right now? Even if it doesn't pop off right away, as that A cover becomes, if it becomes less obtainable by the populace, you'll see people starting to go into the 2nd and 3rd and 4th printings, and it's just been whichever one is usually more rare is what gravitates people to, so they can have that issue that not everybody else has. So why not take a chance on Stray Dogs number 1, the 4th printing, if you can find it. Alright guys, those were the spec books. Now, let's get into the regular books. Let's go to DC! Alright, we're in DC Comics this week. What do we got? We got Batman 110. I believe this is the first full fight between Peacekeeper 01 and Batman in like history. Obviously, you had the Future State stuff come out and they've already fought, but this was their first fight ever in canon, alright? At least that's what I believe. That's what this is. And then you got that 1 in 25 Riccardo Federici Peacekeeper cover. And then you got the cardstock, the Jock variant. If you want to pay an extra buck, you get that card stock and you get that jock. Alright, not a bad cover at all. I actually like that a lot. Good job, Jock. Met Jock once at a con, and he is a nice guy. What else we got? We got Justice League 64 coming out. You got Nice House on the Lake #2, and this is even a good spec buy. #1 flew off shelves, and I mean, it's a DC book. They printed a lot of them, and it still flew off the shelves. So go ahead and grab yourself the Nice House on the Lake Part 2. Good story, and I'm sure it'll be worth more than cover by the time you get to it. Alright, what else we got? You got Swamp Thing. A lot of people love Swamp Thing. You got Wonder Girl. You got Suicide Squad. Green Lantern #4 is out. What else? Batman Fortnite 0. 6. A lot of people going after that because they want the codes for Fortnite. Crime Syndicates #5. The Next Batman Second Son #4. Of 4, I believe that series is coming to an ending. You got Batman The Adventure Continues Season 2 #2. And you've got The Sensational Wonder Woman #5. But we're not done. We're not done. You got Justice League Infinity #1. You got Crush and Lobo #2. Batman Secret Files The Signal #1. And The Conjuring The Lover #2. And let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Again, another good horror film, but it's got one of those VHS cardstock covers. And those guys I just go crazy for. Definitely worth throwing into your collection. Alright? Sweet. Let's get off DC. Let's get into the rest of the books for the week. We're going to start off with Image. Alright? And what's the first one we're going to look at? We're going to look at DPR #6. Nice series. Well done. Yeah, definitely worth a look. It's Mirka and Dolfo. Nice covers. Alright, Firepower #13. After #12, I was a little disappointed in the series. I've always enjoyed it. I thought the art was great and the writing was great. That one, just a lot of hype and not a lot of substance by the time we got to issue #12. So we'll see what 13 does. Is 13 unlucky? We will see when it comes to that series. Alright, we got Geiger. Geiger #4 is out. Also #3, the second printing is out. #3, second printing. This is a pretty dope cover. Alright. So that's Geiger #3. If you missed it, there's the second printing. And then we have #4 in the series. It's a really good series. If you haven't been reading Geiger, I suggest you try to. Alright. Let's go. What else we got? What else are we looking at? The Good Asian, I've heard, is good. It's worth a read. Carmen's coming to an end. That was all Gilead March on that one. Nocterra #2 gets a 4th printing. #3 gets a 3rd printing. And #5 is out this week as well. And I'm liking it. According to Scott Snyder, this is going to be a game changer. I believe he said that on his Twitter account. You can double check if you want. But he said this is kind of a must buy if you're reading the series. A must read. Must read. So apparently this is going to be a game changer. There's going to be some things that happen in 5 that are going to direct the series to its future. Alright, Ordinary Gods #1 comes out. This one seems very interesting. I believe it's about 4 gods, or 5 gods, who have lost their powers, and they're trying to get them back. Trying to become gods again. I will be picking that up. What else do we got? Skybound #1. That was on the spec list. We've got Clementine from the Telltale video game showing up in comics. So that excites me. I played that game. Also, you've got a Rick Grimes story in there. Alright? Lots of covers. There's a Clementine cover. There's actually 2 Clementine covers. And not just that, I believe there are ratio variants, black and white ratio variants for those. So go ahead, grab them. Stray Dogs #1, 4th printing. If you haven't read Stray Dogs yet, go ahead, get yourself the first issue, and then go ahead and get the rest of them. Alright, because #2 has a 3rd printing out this week, and #3 has a 3rd printing, and #4 has a 3rd printing as well. And then you got the Walking Dead Deluxe. Alright, The Walking Dead, everything Walking Dead, but in color. On to Dark Horse. Alright, what do we got from Dark Horse? We getting anything? I will tell you that Cyberpunk, when Cullen Bunn wrote the first comic, that was really good. I'm not sure about this one. Harrow County, it's an omnibus, so if you are a fan, there you go. The big book this week from Dark Horse is Masters of the Universe Revelation #1. It's a He-Man book. Alright, so if you're a Masters of the Universe, if you're a He-Man guy, this is a prequel to the Netflix animated show that Kevin Smith will be directing. So I think it's worth a read. I'm going to grab that. There is a Mike Mignola cover for those of you who like Mike Mignola. Not a huge fan of this cover. Like, He-Man needs some broader shoulders. Otherwise, it would have been a great cover. You just gotta lift. You just gotta lift He-Man's shoulders up. What has happened to his shoulders? Alright, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, and that's about it. Worst Dudes, #2, 5. Heard that's funny. So if you want to grab that, it's lewd, but it's funny. We're in IDW now, where you got G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, Snake Eyes is ending. That's a Rob Liefeld joint right there. And you got Star Wars Adventures, #6. The B cover's got some cool villains on the cover. So I heard that's probably worth a pickup. Alright, DC Comics. We already covered that. But these are some more. You got the Batman Damned trade, Future State, Dark Detective trade, and the Justice League Unlimited Girl Power trade also coming out. Marvel Comics, Amazing Fantasy #1 posters out, if you'd like that. But we also got Amazing Spider-Man #70. You got the Momoko anime variant with the Green Goblin. Looks like we got the Sinister War starting, right? So that's #70. You also got the Amazing Spider-Man Annual #2, which is a tie into Infinite Destinies. Whew. Come on, Marvel. Can we spread out the Amazing Spider-Man? Love him, but can we spread it out? What else we got? We got some Avengers. There's a Peach Momoko anime variant there for Blade. What else? Captain America is coming to an end with #30. More people did not like it than loved it, but it was an overall, it was like a thinking. It's Ta-Nehisi Coates. Yeah, it made you think a little bit. But what we did get out of it is Alex Ross covers. So that is a pretty cool Alex Ross cover. Alright. Children of the Atom continues. You got your Extreme Carnage series coming out, okay? So that's pretty cool. Posted a picture of that on my Instagram like a month ago, of that cover. You got a cutesy, right? Young cover there. So Scotty Young doing his usual. Yeah, and for those of you who liked Agent Venom, you now have Agent Anti-Venom. Yeah. Woo. Alright. So Flash Thompson is back. Alright. You got Hellions. There's a new team of villains in Hellions, I'm sure, put together by Mr. Sinister. So that might be worth a look. Immortal Hulk #48 comes out. This series is ending with 50. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. There is a Peach Momoko anime variant for that. Alright. Moon Knight #1 has a poster. Sinister War has a poster. You got Star Wars Bounty Hunters #14. Again, new first appearance of a character in this one, Deathstick. Alright. She made a cameo in 13. Let's keep the ball rolling here. See what else. Werewolf by Night #32. Hey, here's an affordable copy, $3.99. I still don't think it should be $3.99. It should be like $2.99 or something. Why are you charging so much? there's nothing original. Like, I mean, it's all original work. There's nothing new about it. You didn't have to pay anybody anything extra, just what you owe them for creating this book. It's not like remastered or anything. X-Force number 21 is out, and I think there's a new character in that one. And you have X-Men number 1. Jerry Dugan's writing that, so we have a whole new X-Men series coming out. I enjoyed his work in the other X titles, so I expect X-Men number 1 to be at least something to keep your interest. All right, and there's just a whole lot of X-Men number 1 covers. All right, we're at Dynamite. All right, you got Betty Page. There's gonna be a ton of covers here, guys. That's what Dynamite does. One book, 50 covers. All right, look at all those covers. Always lots of powerful female heroines. All right, and there we go. That is Dynamite. Now we're boom. Here comes the boom. Ready or not? All right, we got Basilisk number 2. You got some Buffy for you Buffy fans, and Firefly for your Firefly fans, and then there's Magic the Gathering for you adults who don't play Pokemon. Love me some Magic the Gathering though. Mamo number 1 is out. That's a number 1 from Boom. Probably worth a pickup. All right, for you wrestling fans, there is WWE New Day Power of Positivity number 1. Okay, the Win number 8 continues with that storyline, and now we get into the rest of the books coming out this week. What else do we have? Baby Teeth number 19 is out. Okay, that's something. Blade Runner for you Blade Runner fans. There's a trade, and then there's the Origins, Blade Runner Origins number 1 through 4, Robert Hack Virgin Pack. Okay, it's a lot to say there. Try saying that 5 times fast. All right, what else do we got? There's a couple of things out here, some Dynamic Forces stuff. All right, you got Fight Girls by AWA Upshot number 1, Frank Cho. All right, doing the cover. I think he did the cover. Let's check it out. Yeah, Frank Cho on the cover and the writer. Okay, and Sabine Rich is also on there helping out. All right, and I remember seeing that advertised like in 2019. So here it is. It's out. What else do we got? You got God Killer Tomorrow's Ashes number 1. I've heard some people talking about that. Pretty cool cover for God Killer. If you want that book, grab it. All right, let's keep going. What else you got here? If I miss anything, guys, always comment and let me know what I'm missing in my previews. These are just books that interest me and should interest you in some ways. But maybe I'm way off base and I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, what else do we have out here? What else am I looking at? What else should we be looking at together, right? Comic community, help me out. Alright, Nottingham, number 1 of 5, gets a 4th printing. It's black and white. Nottingham's a pretty good series, and some of the covers have been selling for more than cover price. So, always worth a little investment here. Nottingham number 2 of 5 is out, the 3rd printing, and Nottingham number 3 of 5, the 2nd printing. And if you missed any of the Nottinghams, because they haven't been like heavily mass produced, right? It's hard to get a copy from Mad Cape Studios of Nottingham. Here's your chance to try to pick up an issue that you're missing. All right. What else do we have out here? Out of Body number 2. I heard number 1 was an excellent story, so that's out there, guys. There's always plenty of books, especially in the smaller indie market, to take a look at. All right. Serial number 5 is out. Where else? What else? What else? This looks pretty cool. Tales told in Technihara, Season 1. Alright, it's a horror series that blends the best in horror subgenres. Body shock to grindhouse and more. And this is like an anthology, right? So each issue contains 5 short stories from dark minds that brought you Province of Madness. Includes a mini pinup gallery of horrors. So that's a pretty awesome cover. So if you can find that, I say grab that. I don't think you'd be disappointed if you grab that. Alright guys, that's it. We're done. That's all the comics coming out this week. Preview, we looked at some of the ones I thought you would like, okay? Hopefully you found something you want. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you haven't. Go ahead and throw a thumbs up if you like the content. Thumbs down if you didn't. I need the info. Let me know what works, what doesn't. Comment down below. Even if you didn't like it, tell me what didn't you like, and if you loved it, tell me what you liked. Tell me what you're looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So comic fan, do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna get ready for this week's books. Peace.